Hello everyone, so in this tutorial we gonna learn how to use Google Spreadsheets. This is really quick guide tutorial for beginners, and this video will open a series of videos that will include step-by-step instructions for the all basic functions of Google Sheets. And if you just start learning Google Sheets, you need it for work, for education, this is just for you. And please ask in comments if you not get something, or you need some functions to explain better, or you have some questions. Please left a comment, I will explain it real fast. So for example, we will need to create such table in the Google Sheets. Like the list of employees, there are some rates for them, comments, team, email, etc, etc. So it's just a basic table that we will need to create, and we will do it now. And while we're creating, I will show you the main functions. So first thing to know is the view options of your table. So you can adjust it like for your comfort. For example, you can press and hold Ctrl on your keyboard if you're using Windows PC, and with your mouse scroller just scroll down and up, and you can resize the view of your spreadsheet. Also, you can use this button here and choose the zoom of the table, so like this. So actually some functions of a view you can see in the view menu. So you can click on formulas if you don't need them, or get them back, so this formula bar. Also you can get rid of grid lines. For example, you don't want to see those. And also you can see formulas instead of values here. Also, there are some options to freeze columns and rows, and also you can make zoom here and make your spreadsheet full screen view. So for example, if you're presenting something on the big screen, of course you want to use full screen option. So what about the freezing? So for example, this spreadsheet for now is like half of a screen, yeah, but what if we have like this long spreadsheet, and you don't see the top of the table with all the titles, and you don't understand what the data is about. So you can just click on those rows you want to freeze, and in view freeze and two rows, and now you can see those information on the top of your table, as well as the columns if you need them. For example, if your spreadsheet like this long and you will need to see, for example, some columns here, first one, second one, they always be here on the left. For example, we want to click here, freeze, and one column, and as you can see now, we see this one column whenever we scroll in right and left. The same thing is with the row, so they are both freezing. So let's move forward, and at the next step we'll need to create the same table to see how everything works here in Google Sheets while you add in some information. So let's add another sheet here. So you'll need to open a new spreadsheet. If you just starting, and you can just type after me and create your spreadsheet step by step, and you'll learn some basic things. So we need first to fill the column, the title row, so all the titles. I will not be retyping all of this information. I'm just I will make just the basics one. So for example, we have name, email, rate, and something more, for example, team. So for the rates, as you can see, we have 3 different rates, and those 3 cells are merged together, so it can look like this. And these 2, as you can see here, we have 2 cells together, A1 and A2. So each row, each column in Google Sheets have its name. So for columns it will be letters, and for rows it will be numbers. So how we can do that? For example, we need different rates here. I will not be retyping all of that information. I need just to show you. So this one goes here, and 3 of these should be merged together. So this information will be under it. So for the merge, you can go here, merge cells, and you can make it center. So now we're gonna create some border here, and we're gonna put everything into the center. And also, if you have, for example, some long names, etc., etc., you can put everything on center, on vertical as well, not only like on horizontal. So you can see it perfectly centered. So let me show you the real difference here. So like this on the top or on the bottom. So we're gonna leave this at the middle, and here we have this thing. So for the rows and columns, you can easily change the size of them, just clicking and dragging around. So as much as you can, you need to change the size, you just clicking and dragging. If you need to change the size precisely to the size of information here, you just need to double click on this border of the column, and it will adjust to the size of your text. This is pretty useful function. I'm using it really for a long time, creating tables for different purposes. So it's not perfect yet, we need to merge this as well, like this. So also, if you want, wanna format this title more. For example, you can change the size of the text here. You can change the font, right? You can make it bold, you can make it italic, you can make it strike through, or you can change the color of the text. For example, let's make it white, and we can fill it in blue color so we can see the white letters. So basically that's it. And for the borders, we can choose one of these. So for example, you don't need a border all of them, you'll need only inner ones or only these ones, so you can choose. So we want to see all the borders. Here you can change border color like this. You can see they all are white now. Don't forget, just click on those cells and select them if you want to format them or do something with them. So you can also choose the view, how does the border look. So it can be like double or something like that. It's not really seen here. I think nothing changed. Okay, never mind. So, and we need to fill out this information here. For example, we have name 1, name 2, name 3, and email like this. Also, I just wanted to add for the resizing of columns and rows. Each column and each row has its size, and you can click on the row or the column with the right click and choose resize. So as you can see, this is the option. There you can specify row height like 21 pixels. It's default, so you can make it bigger, for example like this. And if you wanna make them all the same size, you can just click here, select them, and you can all resize them all like this. Same with columns. So also, if you have some information that you're gonna autofill, for example, we have name 1, name 2, name 3, name 4, and we wanna autofill that. So you select those cells. You need to continue numbering. For example, you need to put your cursor here on the bottom right corner, click on it, hold and drag. So you can see it continue numbering. If you need to just repeat the same information, for example, you need to just copy this, so you don't need to do Ctrl plus C, Ctrl plus V each time. You do the same, but you holding your Ctrl on your keyboard. So as you can see, it just copies the information here and not continue numbering. The same thing works with the days of the week and the months of the year. For example, if I put Monday here, it will continue Tuesday, Wednesday, and etc, etc. So as you can see here, the team is chosen from the list. So if you're gonna fill out the big spreadsheet and you need to create list for the data you already know, but you need to change it all the time or choose from the list, you can create the same list for yourself. So you can just choose a column, and you can insert drop down here. So the view here is a little bit different because Google Spreadsheet changed this design. This is a really old one, but like here you have the list. So we're gonna merge these two together, and for the list I will cancel that, and for example I will choose only these columns, only these cells, I'm sorry. So like drop down, and here you can name, put the names all of your teams, and we can move here and just retype it, for example. And if you need to see the different colors for each team, you can change it here. And next time you filling out this table, you can just choose from the list and not type it from the 0. So the same situation is with the rate and with the person working full-time or not. So it's just yes or no. So we just copy paste this information here, so not spend much of your time, and I'll just copy this thing down like this. So we have our spreadsheet filled in mostly. Yes, so we're gonna add some nice border here as well. So border color should be black here, and the line should be default size. And I like to see my numbers at the middle of the cell like this. So yeah, what else we can do here? If you need to see, for example, only content team from this table, you can use filter option. So for this we need to select the columns you want to filter and click on create filter. And for the vertical merges, unfortunately it will not work, so I will cancel this merging just to show you how the filter works. So for example, you want to see only content team, so you need to click to select all the cells here, click on the filter, and you will see this button here, and you can see the options here. So here goes blanks, so no information. Here goes content, SEO, and translations. So you can clear this and choose content. So now you can see content only. Now we're back here and select all. Also you wanna see, for example, the top rates. So you can just sort from Z to A, so it will be from the highest number to the lowest, and from A to Z. Also you can sort those tables by the 2 or 3 columns at the same time. For example, if you want to see those rates at the first place, but you'll need to see next column to sort out by the number. You'll need to select everything, format. I'm sorry, this is data, advanced range options. So first column we're gonna sort is column C from Z to A, and next we're gonna add column D from Z to 8. So this one will be not changing, for now it's sorted already, but here for the top we have only one number here. For the 9s, let's see what will change here. So here are only 7s, so nothing will change here, but here we have a lot of 7s. So the next thing that will happen, we'll see all 7s here, and here they should be sorted from 9s here to the 7s here. As you can see, it sorted out. Also you're gonna need, for example, to see your team rates. For example, you have different teams, and you wanna see their rates together. For example, for the rate 1, you wanna see each team how it looks. So we're gonna select this one, advanced sort range, and we're gonna sort it by the column F. Right now it doesn't matter from A to Z or Z to A, it's up to you. And another column, we're gonna choose, for example, column C. We wanna see this rate like this. So now you see, I choose wrong parameter, I'm sorry. So again we're gonna sort column F and column C from Z to 8. So now we can see content team, who is on top of the rate by the column C, CO team, and translation team. So if you're gonna use filters, so you will be not able to merge cells in your spreadsheet, so be aware of that and choose the right formatting for the table and how you're gonna use this. So there is one more formatting option that can be useful for you. For example, you need to see right away the lowest number of your rate. For example, if the lowest number is the 1, so this is like not really good number, for example, if it's about the rates, right? And you need to see them right away and not to sort it or etc, etc. For example, we're gonna do such things, so the highest rate would be highlighted by green color and the lowest rate would be highlighted by the red color. This function calls conditional formatting, and it allows you to format your cells if some condition is working. For example, by the default it formats cells if they are not empty with a green fill color. As you can see, they are now green. So here you can change their condition. We need to choose, for example, if you have 10, so greater than or equal to 10, so we need to fill it into the green color like this. And we add in another rule, less than or equal to 1, we're gonna fill it into the red color. So now you can easily see who has the highest rates, who has the lowest rates, and no need to formatting, you just see it. For example, you can use it for your project management table, for example, some due dates highlighted if it's like today already, so you can make conditional formatting for this as well. So for many things it can be used for really many things, and you also always can check with ChatGPT, and it can create you the guide how to make this conditional formatting for some complicated tasks. So yeah, and I'm also gonna show you the easiest way to count things, so make formulas, like simple ones, not like some complicated, just the basics. So for example, we need to see here the sum of these three numbers, so like the summary, nothing more. So let's type here R1, so rate 1 plus R2 and R3. Here we need to see average, so for each person we will see the average rate, for example, and what else we can do, summary, average and minimum. So we need to see the minimum rate for this. Also, if you have already formatted your title, you can paint your format, so you don't need to change everything here and change fonts, change colors, etc. So if you have already formatted cells, you can use this format to copy it. So you need to select the cell with the format you need to copy, click here on paint, format, and just move it and paint. So works like magic. Same here. Yeah, so before using the formulas, make sure you have the right cell format. So actually Google Sheets have a lot of different formats, and it goes from texts to persons, accounting, financial, date, time, etc., etc. And you need to be sure your columns you need to count have the number format. So by the default, as you can see, this thing added decimals, so we just move them to the left. As you can see, you can increase or decrease these decimals, so we just have this number, plain number. So to make the plus function formula, you need to type this symbol, and each formula, each function in Google Sheets as well as in Excel begins with this thing. So we can do this two ways. So for example, we gonna put these column and rows names here, so the cell address. So this cell address is C3, as you can see, yeah, column C and row 3. So we gonna just put it from our keyboard, or next option, we can just click on this cell and it will automatically add its address, and same here. So we just put 3 columns addresses and we're gonna sum them together. So as you can see here, you have the result of the formula, and at the formula bar you can see the exact formula you used. So there is an autofill option for the formulas. There you can just drag and drop here, and you see each column, each cell now have this formula. So this is like the basics. You can make this, or this as you want. So you can sum and make all the maths here, the basics maths. Also for the average, we're gonna use he's really smart ass now, right? So for the average, we're gonna use function that also, as you can see, calls average. So you can just start typing and it will autofill that, but I don't need, as you can see, it like highlighted 4 cells, but I need only 3. So like this, and it's also suggesting how to fill this. And the minimum, let's see if it do it for us. No, it doesn't. So we gonna use minimum. So here we can just choose those cells and we gonna see the result. So this is like basics formulas you can use to count things in your Google Sheet. So this is like very basic. You can do with your with your Google spreadsheet, and if you're just starting, I tried to give you the simplest overview of all the functions of the Google spreadsheets you can use. So also a little tip here, you can change the name of your spreadsheet here, and here you can change the location. You can change the folder on your Google Drive where you storing that. Also, you can download this spreadsheet as Excel file, as PDF, as web page, or CSV format if you need to import this information somewhere. So it's pretty useful function. And also you can share this document, this Google Sheet, with someone else. Just put an email in there, or share the link, create shareable link. So yeah, this is the very basic, and if you have any questions, please ask in comments, and also tell me what should I do next, which function of Google Sheets to explain. For example, it's gonna be a formula, so it's gonna be charts or functions, etc., etc. Thanks for watching. Have a nice day.